Welcome to VDG Sports. I'm your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. NBA, yes, I am amazed, but I shouldn't be amazed anymore. Granted, I am still not interested in the NBA All-Star Weekend, the NBA All-Star Game, and everything in between. But the NBA consistently is showing and putting the evidence out there that they are willing to do and take the steps to modernize, to continue to grow. They are changing some of the rules in one of the events that's taking place during All-Star Weekend. I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to tune in. That isn't my cup of tea. That isn't my thing. That isn't what I do. But that's not the point here. The point is, the NBA will go and try new things. The NBA will attempt to continue to change the game. Whether you want it, you're asking for it, or it just so happens to be placed out there for you. I can recall back when the All-Star Game was just the All-Star Game and it wasn't really and truly an entire weekend. And then came the slam dunk, and then came the three-point, and then came everything else. So it's in the structure of the sport itself to continue to push the boundaries, push through and develop, and continue to develop, and continue to make a product, and continue to reform the product. So it is bite size, so it is filling, so it is everything that it needs to be to the fanatics, to the fan base, to the marketers, to the advertisers, to whoever it needs to be. I remember when people were in outrage, yes, outrage about advertisings being placed and put on the jersey. Do you even notice it now? If you didn't know that I mentioned that they were advertising on the NBA jersey, would you have known? That's a real question, but I don't need the answer. I know it's there. I see it. I understand it. I appreciate it. I'm not running around in circles trying to pull my hair out because it's there. I understand that it's a business move. It's a business decision. It is also going to pump more revenue into the sport, and it's also going to help advertising advertise, assuming you are attention to detail, assuming you so happen to buy the jersey and it's on there, assuming that you come in contact with it, even you don't, or even if you look at it and then you just kind of wipe it out of your memory. Some of us can do that. It's still there. It's worth something. And we, as in the buyer of the product, we, as in those who consume the sport, we determine how much it's worth, depending on what team it is, depending on what is going on with the team, or at the time when the contract was made. So I can't fault the NBA for thinking and stepping outside the box, even though the whole advertising on jersey, it's been done before. I don't need to name the sport, but it's been done before. But for you to do this amongst the outrage and still have it done, any outrage and everything that was there is completely gone away, but the funding and the funds are still coming in. Who knows? You might add another one. Who knows? You might keep adding. I don't know. I just know when it comes to forward thinking, when it comes to thinking of ways to reform the league, thinking of ways to grow the league, thinking of ways to basically make sure that the league is in a healthier spot than once previous was, I'm going to put all my chips to the table and I'm going to say I'm betting on the NBA. I'm not a betting man, but if I were, NBA, it's you who I choose. And you're not even my favorite sport. But I'm a realist and I'm honest. Imagine that. Imagine that. What do you think? Do you think the NBA is all about growth? Do you think the NBA is modern, or will continue to modernize, or continue to do the steps to reform, or whatever it takes to be on top? Assuming that on top is pumping out revenue, pumping out an entertainment product that the peeps want to see, and everything in between. You let me know. You let me know. You know what to do.